Navigating the world's most perilous borders. Exploring the world's most dangerous borders reveals regions where tensions frequently escalate into conflicts. These areas often witness military engagements, human rights violations, and humanitarian crises, underscoring global instability. The India-Pakistan border is steeped in a history of conflict since the partition in 1947. Recent skirmishes have heightened tensions, emphasizing the volatile relationship between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. At the US-Mexico border, issues extend beyond illegal immigration to include severe human trafficking problems. These challenges reflect broader socio-economic disparities and policy disputes between the two countries. The Korean Peninsula remains one of the most militarized regions in the world, with the North Korea-South Korea DMZ symbolizing a lingering legacy of war and ongoing military standoff. The Syria-Turkey border is a critical flashpoint due to its role in the refugee crisis and as a conduit for cross-border militancy. This area highlights the complex dynamics of regional conflicts and international diplomacy. The Afghanistan-Pakistan border is notorious for its role as a bastion of terrorism and ongoing conflict. The rugged terrain serves as a hideout for militant groups, complicating security efforts and regional stability. At the Sudan-South Sudan border, ethnic tensions and disputes over oil-rich regions have led to prolonged violence. This strife undermines any significant progress towards peace between the two nations. The Russia-Ukraine border has been a focal point of international concern since Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. The ongoing conflict in eastern Ukraine continues to escalate tensions and humanitarian crises. Economic hardship and political turmoil in Venezuela have precipitated a crisis at the Colombia-Venezuela border. This situation has led to mass migration and a dire need for humanitarian aid. The Israel-Gaza border is frequently rocked by military confrontations. The Israeli blockade of Gaza aims to cut off supplies to militant groups, but also severely impacts the civilian population. The Saudi Arabia-Yemen border has become increasingly volatile due to the ongoing Yemeni civil war. Cross-border missile attacks and airstrikes have escalated, heavily impacting civilian populations and exacerbating humanitarian crises. The Myanmar-Bangladesh border is marked by the tragic Rohingya refugee crisis. Following a military crackdown, hundreds of thousands of Rohingyas fled Myanmar to escape severe human rights abuses, crowding into makeshift camps in Bangladesh. Instability reigns at the Libya-Chad border, where the proliferation of arms and unchecked militant activities threaten regional security. The porous border facilitates the movement of mercenaries and weapons, deepening the chaos in both nations. In the Sahel region, the Mali-Burkina Faso-Niger tri-border area is a nexus of jihadist militancy. Groups linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS exploit the sparse governance, launching attacks and recruiting locals. Tensions at the Armenia-Azerbaijan border remain high post-ceasefire, primarily due to the unresolved status of Nagorno-Karabakh. Frequent skirmishes and artillery exchanges disrupt peace and threaten to reignite broader conflict. The China-India border is marked by territorial disputes and frequent military standoffs, reflecting the strained relations between these two Asian giants. Tensions often escalate into confrontations, raising concerns about regional security. In the Central African Republic, the porous borders are battlegrounds for numerous armed groups. External interference by neighboring countries further complicates the security landscape, perpetuating the cycle of violence and instability. The Greece-Turkey border faces migration pressures that have escalated EU tensions. As refugees from conflict zones seek entry into Europe, both nations grapple with humanitarian responsibilities and political fallout. Along the Somalia-Kenya border, Al-Shabaab militants launch frequent attacks, posing significant security challenges. The violence affects not only local communities, but also hampers regional stability and development. The global impact of these dangerous borders underscores the urgent need for international cooperation and effective conflict resolution strategies. Addressing these issues is crucial for promoting global peace and security.